Hello students, welcome to today's lesson on types of disease. In this lesson, we are going to talk about different types of disease based on their causative agents. There are at least 7 types of disease. This can be the first one, infectious disease. Infectious disease, or sometimes called communicable disease, can be caused by infectious pathogenic microorganisms. This includes cholera, tuberculosis, HIV/AIDS, rabies, amoeba, and giardia. The second type of disease is human-induced disease. This human-induced disease is mostly caused by person's lifestyle and working conditions. When we say here person's lifestyle, it includes our interests, our attitude to life, our feeding habits, and our sport habits. This capable to affect our health. Other factors is working condition. When we say here working condition, we do mean that what type of jobs we have been performed. Do we face high workloads in our job? Because these types of jobs and workloads can affect our health status. Due to person's lifestyle and working condition, we might face human-induced disease. This human-induced disease includes many cancers and fibrosis, and it can also result some forms of heart disease. Third type of disease is degenerative disease. This degenerative disease often results from aging process during which the affected tissue deteriorates over time due to simple wear and tear. This degenerative disease include arthritis and atherosclerosis. I think you know, arthritis in a sense means the inflammation and stiffness of our joints. So inflammation and stiffness of joints can happen on us when we become more aged. This is due to a simple wear and tear. The second type of degenerative disease, atherosclerosis. This atherosclerosis is a condition in which fatty substances laid down on the inside walls of our arteries. When these fatty substances, mostly saturated fatty substances, get laid on the inside walls of arteries, it gradually results a disease on our health that might result hypertension. The fourth type of disease is genetic disease. These genetic diseases are diseases that result from the action of mutated genes. Our genes may get mutated due to different conditions or due to different factors like highly energetic race and some chemical substances from certain drugs. These include hemophilia, sickle cell anemia, and blah blah. The first types of disease is deficiency disease. Deficiency disease is a disease that can happen mostly due to lack of nutrients in our diet. This includes scurvy and kwashiorkor. I think we know these types of disease in grade 9. Scurvy is a severe deficiency of vitamin C in our foodstuff, and kwashiorkor is another severe deficiency of proteins in our diet. The sixth types of disease is social disease. Social disease is a condition that results from negative social activities and negative personal thoughts, and this might result socially unacceptable behavior. This disease mostly happen due to alcoholism and drug addiction. This alcoholism and drug addiction gradually lead the person to perform solitary behavior. The seventh one is functional disease. This functional disease is simply the malfunction of organ or organ system without any obvious damage or physical sign of disease in the organ. Functional disease include heart disease, irritable bowel syndrome, myalgic encephalopathy, or chronic fatigue syndrome. These are main types of functional disease. The last one is multifactorial disease, as the name tells us, the disease that can be caused by many different factors. This disease describes a condition that is affected by the interaction of many factors. For example, atherosclerosis, or laying down of fatty substance in the internal walls of arteries, affected by many different factors like our aging process. Our aging process can be the factor to atherosclerosis. Necessity when we become more aged, flexibility of our arteries gets reduced. When flexibility of our arteries gets reduced, fatty substances can get probability to lay down on the internal walls of arteries. The second causes to atherosclerosis is our diet. What type of diets we must take? If we eat more saturated fat in our diet, it creates a probability for fatty substances to lay down and accumulated on the internal walls of arteries. The third causes to atherosclerosis is genetic components. This atherosclerosis has genetic components. In a sense, means some people are at increased risk of this disease because of genes inherited from their parents. The fourth one, stress and high blood pressure. Stress and high blood pressure increases the rate at which atherosclerosis develops. This is due to our lifestyle, what I told you before. This is all over what I have concerning types of disease based on their causative agents.